Is it a good time to sell your house, or should you wait until rates come down? I want to share a specific strategy with you that will allow you to get the highest price when you sell, but also lock in a lower mortgage payment when you buy. This strategy gives you the best of both worlds, and I'll admit this video is a little long, but I wanted to be as informative as possible. By the way, I am a licensed realtor here in Cincinnati. Even if you choose not to work with me and work with another agent, here's my honest advice on selling a home in our market today. So, all right, let's get started. This might surprise a lot of people, but based on recent sales data, here's the truth about selling your home in 2023 and leading into 2024. I've narrowed down to 3 things that you need to know before listing your home for sale. I'll be honest, the first is bad news, but the second 2 are good news. I'll start with the bad news, but keep watching all the way to the end of the video because points 2 and 3 are actually pretty good news. Number 1, the bad news is that interest rates are likely here to stay. They are kind of high. December 12th through 13th, we'll have another Federal Reserve meeting to discuss either raising or lowering interest rates. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but it's safe to say rates will likely remain around this range for at least another 6 months. Now, they have curbed down a little bit after the job market report. This is actually an opportunity, and here's why. Normally, people think about low interest rates as being great for buyers and not necessarily sellers because it makes the monthly mortgage payments for buyers cheaper. But this also affects sellers too, because when buyers have access to cheaper money, they're willing to pay a higher price for the home. This, in a nutshell, is what happened in 2021. Obviously, this is a great thing for sellers too. The problem with the higher rates now is that when rates were so low during 2021, post-pandemic, many people refied at record low mortgage rates. In fact, almost 85% of homeowners have a mortgage interest rate that's far below the current rates. They're not super excited about moving if they have to give up a 3% interest rate mortgage for a 7% interest rate mortgage, obviously. This is more than anything what's keeping inventory really low. For buyers wanting to buy in the Cincinnati market right now, there's just that many homes to look at. But this is true everywhere, not just in Cincinnati. The National Association of Realtors reported that there were just 1.08 million homes for sale a few months ago, compared with 1.92 million during the same month in 2019. In other words, there used to be twice as many homes for sale as there are right now. So if you want to sell right now, you'll still get a great price for your home. Home prices are still relatively high. They're keeping pace, and they'll stay that way likely for the next 5 to 10 years, likely because of the low inventory. And I'll explain why further in a minute, but this leads me to my next point number 2, and it's actually really good news. The second thing that you need to know, which is good news, is that home prices are expected to remain stable and probably even increase over the next several years. There's no crash coming. This is good news because it means you don't need to stress out about waiting and trying to time the market correctly. One of the biggest mistakes I see amongst buyers today is they want to wait until home prices come down or wait until interest rates come down. These actually have inverse relationships. Waiting is not necessarily a good strategy. As the old saying goes, don't wait to buy real estate and wait. This is especially true in 2023 and leading into 2024 because of one simple word: demographics. The largest generation in American history, millennials, are reaching peak home buying age this year. And this ensures why there will be still strong demand and consistent demand for homes for at least the next 5 to 10 years. In other words, prices aren't coming down anytime soon. Even when mortgage rates come down, as they're expected to later in 2024, home prices will likely not come down in any major way. If anything, home prices will likely increase later in 2024. And this is why you shouldn't wait, because you'll pay a higher price for a home. When interest rates become cheaper, people will have more purchasing power. This will bid up prices of the homes like they did in 2021. I fully expect to see crazy multiple offer situations again when mortgage rates do come down. Unfortunately, it will probably feel like the 2021 post-pandemic again all over again, which brings me to my third point. The third thing you need to know for my specific prediction in 2024 is interest rates will come down a hair, but competition will go up for homes. This means that it could be harder to buy a house next year than it is this year. Even though rates could be lower, this is because there'll be more competition next year. We're already seeing this priced into the adjustable rate mortgage market. Usually you get a better deal in the short term on adjustable rate mortgages, but that's not really true right now. That's because even the mortgage investors know that rates are likely to be lower next year. This is why the specific strategy I'm recommending is to buy or sell your home this year, lock in today's home prices, and then simply wait until next year to refinance the mortgage at a lower rate. This gives you the best of both worlds. You can lock in today's home prices before they continue to increase next year. And when interest rates do eventually come down, you can refinance into a lower rate. Let me know if you have any questions. My cell phone is below, 513-205-7904. Thank you.